folks, homesteading is never short of excitement. I tell you what, homesteading is never short of excitement. I just got all those 5 videos uploaded for you, and went to the post office, did my daily routine of, or once a week or whatever, of going to check my mail and whatnot, and I get a message from T, and T's there working and stuff, and she says, "Erin, honey, they're flying again." So I'm rushing back because number one, if you saw the first hive, number one had an unmated queen in it, and at first she thought it was going to be a mating flight, but no, they swarmed again. She sent me a picture. The swarm is collected on on her apple tree, the one she started from seed. So I'm rushing back, and we're going to see if we can't get that one captured. Should be home in about 10 minutes. We'll catch you there. I'm home, and those girls are still flying.
But not like they were.
Wow, they settled in right here.
Yeah,
Let me come around.
Right here and watch them.
And we're getting prepared. Oh my goodness, could you look at that? Look at that. Wow. All the way down there. Isn't that beautiful? So they're all going to sit here and wait until some of the searchers come back and say we found a place to go, unless we fix that right now. Let me get over here. They're still flying around. All right, so T's gotten prepared. However, before we go,
you gotta go and
putting those in a box.
Shadow.
Shadow?
Shadow.
Shadow?
Come here.
Get out of Shadow.
Come here.
Go pick her up.
Come here. Come here. Come
Yeah,
here.
you come over. All right, so before we do that, I'm going back into number one real quick, because I need to know why she left. So I'm going to see if there is another queen in here, or queen cells, or something that would give her a reason to, because there was not much in the way of brood in here, and I would be very concerned. Now, when I went in with the first video 2 days ago, we found an unmated queen at that point in time. Yesterday, there was a lot of drone traffic out here, as if there was a mating that was going on. So, all right, folks, let me get suited up. T's gotten things prepared, and we'll be right back with you. I have just started going through here. The first thing I need to do is, if I'm going to catch that swarm, I've got to have, well, there's some nectar in this one.
Yeah, you're just
yeah, I'm dripping it. See, these are all so many drones. Sorry, I'm kind of.
It's okay.
There's so many drones in here. I need another frame. And so they are collecting some nectar. That's good. I was a little concerned about that. A lot of these frames are kind of empty, and there's resources. Good gracious, look at it. Those are all drone bees. Look at how many the big large butts, big beady eyes. Those are so many drones. That's not what you want. Now, when I first opened this up, I was hearing a bzzz, 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 and it's called piping, and a queen will do that, and I now forget what. Oh, there's an emerged queen cell right there.
Oh, we missed that 2 days ago then.
Yeah, we did not see that 2 days ago.
So we've got another queen in here.
All right, let's get I need a puff. Yeah, of course, we just heard her piping. So
here.
I want to see if I can confirm that. Set that on the. So here's an empty frame. I pulled 2 empty frames out that have very little of anything, because those girls over there are going to need something to get on. I just can't put them into an empty box very easily and expect them to do it all. But I do want to put some resources. There's actually a couple cap brood left in here. What I'm looking for is hopefully to find that queen. There is some cap brood here, and then there's an empty frame here. So I divided this. I got a lot of room in here. I was expecting them to start growing, and they didn't. I'm not sure why the new queens have done this, but again, oh look, There's all kinds of beetles in there. Our beetle barn's doing the proper job this time. All right, now, hopefully we've settled it down, but there was some piping. And, all right, so drones, look at all those drones. Can you see, are they all over there?
No, there's not that many drones on this side.
All right, so look at all of these drones. You see them all?
Yeah.
I want to tip it up in case there's, yeah, no, there's not as many on this side.
You're dripping honey.
They can clean it up.
Yep.
They can clean up my dirty work. All right, I want to find the queen. I know I heard her, but I also want to see her and show her to you.
There's a lot of drones on this side.
There's way too many drones. That's something you want to do if you can. If you're ever dealing with these, dealing with bees and having bees, what you want to do. God, there's a lot of drones. That's why they're trying to kick them all out. If you can, take your drone comb and put it to the outside and make the bees use it to put honey in. It's easier for them to fill it with honey. If you get too many drones, and you don't want a huge amount of drone comb.
One of the gals we used to watch,
yeah, her name was Emmy Makes, and she hasn't posted anything.
Emmy made, yeah, and if she had too many drones, she'd take the drone comb out and feed it to her chickens.
But she also talked, she was the one that we had heard about piping. We had never heard about piping, that the queen would pipe. And that's the way she was buzzing, and I heard that when we opened this up. We got to be careful because we don't have a huge amount of battery there, honey.
Yeah.
All right, so the piping was coming from way over here. Give me another puff, would you? There. The other thing, and there are so many bees in here, way more drones than we need in here.
Yes.
Way more drones. You see a queen by chance?
No, I don't. But there is an emerged queen cup on this side.
Okay. Oh, yes, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4. Why didn't we see that a couple of days?
I don't know
5
why
of
we
them.
didn't see that.
That's why we have the swarm. Somewhere in here there's
there's a queen.
Queens. Maybe it was cuz one of the queens was calling the other queen to duke it out.
Maybe.
Quit your fussing. Our boar really wants to just have him some sow.
We're gonna be polite.
Look at all, because there you can see the drones real well. Big, beady-eyed, darker butts.
They're a bigger abdomen.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the queen yet, but we got 6 emerged cells.
Come on, guys.
And the other issue, and we're gonna have to feed them. And I didn't stop. I should have stopped.
Well,
you didn't remind me.
Well, we got
all drones.
There's too many drones in this hive.
Way too many drones in this hive, and they're empty. Everything is empty in here. I am not seeing the queen.
I'm not either.
I know there's got to be one in here because she was piping. Only the queen does the piping. The bzz, 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 bzz. All right, now while we're smoking them, that's going to break up any pheromone communications, hopefully. Still a lot of drones. Now, the drones can't sting you.
No, their only purpose is one thing.
Mating. So we've got way too many of them. This is a lot of drone cells. So here you can see this, the difference between the drone cells and the regular worker bee cells. Now give me another puff. They're getting a little excited here. That's good. And there's very little resources. You can see we definitely need to feed them. There's a lot of pollen in here. But I'm feeling pretty confident since we hear the droning, even though I don't see the queen. which I really wanted to do. I'm feeling kind of confident about there being one in here.
It's hard to tell with all these drones.
Yeah, we're going to go back through them. But see, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5, 6 emerged queen cells right there. Can you see all 6 of them?
Yes.
Alright, so somehow or another they made more of them. And that's why we got the swarm.
Yeah, we didn't
where
see
is
it.
she? I don't know where she's at. We'll check. I'm going to feel comfortable that there is one in here. Alright, I'm going to go back through here, pause that video, and if I see her, we'll video it. If not, I'll come back to you when I'm done putting this back together and we go to collect those girls into a nuke over there. Good. Alright, so to summarize, T's going to read you something here in a second, but to summarize, I've been through and we found up to 5 more, so there was 10 more queen cells that we didn't see when we went through this 2 days. We were just
2 days ago.
Yeah, maybe we were being a little bit. Now, of course, we didn't go all the way through it.
No.
All right, so I'm feeling confident that there's a queen in here. We went through here twice, and I could not find them, but I'm feeling confident and comfortable that there are as at least one, because there's still at least one more queen cell that hasn't emerged. So there's capped queen cell plus 10 others uncapped ones. So read what you got there, baby.
Queen piping occurs more commonly when there's more than one queen in a hive. It is believed that the piping is a signal that a virgin is ready to fight for the honor of being the one and only.
The honor of being the one and only.
During swarm season, workers hear the sound, may try to keep the virgin separate in order to have more than one queen available in case she's needed. Mated queens, too, sometimes pipe when they are released into a colony. This also may signal that she is ready to head the colony, and all would be wise to agree.
So this is the first. I mean, this is a big year because we're experiencing things that we've never experienced here.
Yeah, and then it also says that piping occurs rarely, but when it happens, it's truly an amazing sound. I wish we would have captured that on.
No, yeah, we didn't.
And so. Some people have described queen piping to be in G sharp or A flat, and occurs for about 1 second, followed by a string of quartet second pulses.
Now, what I will say is, because the piping we heard was under here, she could have been, it sounded more like a little more muffled, but it was a bzz, bzz,
yeah.
Bzz. I mean, you could definitely hear it. Let's put that in there. All right, so I pulled 3 frames here. Let's get this out of the way. I pulled 3 frames here. And what we want to do, I want some comb here ready to go so that the bees that we catch in the swarm will have a place to be. That is such a large swarm. That is such a large swarm that you know, I don't want them in the box without anything to get on and start working on. And if she's a mated queen, then I absolutely need her to have a place to start laying it, if at all possible. So I think we got these back in. There's of course, the good bees left. There are a lot of worker bees here, and
a lot of drone.
All right, I want to take a potty break. So we'll come back in just a minute. So here we are under the colony, or the swarm. This is a huge swarm. It's got to be every bit of 6 or 7 or 8 pounds of bees. Now I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to try to do the most gentle swarm catch you've ever seen. Now, we've seen there's a couple of them in here. You want to come down in here close, honey? Watch your step here on the onions. Look, right there. You see this one wagging it? That one's wagging its tail. All right, usually when they're wagging their tail, that generally means they're trying to give directions. The tail wag is so many seconds of flight here, so many seconds of flight here, or whatever, to get to their stuff. There are girls out here right now that are going looking for a place to go. And that's why it's so important to try and catch these girls now while we got a chance. So I pulled 4 empty frames and a brand new frame to put in here. And I'm going to try and do this a hell of a lot more gentle than we did just beating the heck out of those way up there. So if this thing works the way I hope, I don't need to dump them. Well, I should have it further up. Hold on. Let me see if I can't get this further up. There we go. Oh, look. So the colony is just laying right on there. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. It's just touching there. Are they going? Yeah, they're going down. See if they start to march. There they go. They're starting to march. Look at them talking. You seeing them go down in there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this could be the fun. Shadow, you stay back. She's just as curious. Here, let me see the phone. She's like, I want to see. Look at them. They're inspecting. They're going down. They're going down.
We can get the queen down.
Oh, Queenie will come. Now they're kind of quiet up here. See, if I can do this, it's the least disturbed, most gentle swarm catch that has ever been done. I want to see. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, this girl over here. She is now. She's now saying, "Here we go. We found it." She's pumping it now, and another one's doing that. They're going down. All right, girls. Not in the face. Oh, you don't even have your.
I took my veil off.
You took your veil off.
I have a hard time with the.
There's a drone in there. They're marching. They're marching. Or
but
they're
if I could stand and while they're swarming around me, I'm okay.
This is it.
Bless you.
This has to be the most as violent, and like I say,
it wasn't violent.
It was to them because their whole world got rocked when you smack that lip.
You're this big, and you're 20 feet off the ground. I guess that would be violent.
It is violent.
But
but they can fly. Now look at this. They're all still hanging there. They're all. Look at the ones up top just hanging on. Look at this.
And to think this is the tree I started from seed.
I know it. And I ask you, would you have ever thought you'd have done that on the tree that you planted? I mean, life is amazing, folks. Why do we get hung up in other BS?
I caught me a swarm on my tree.
They're coming down. They're coming down. That. They're starting to march down. See, look. They're starting to march down. Y'all have heard, some of you have heard about the march. When the bees start marching in. Oh, God. This is awesome.
Now we get the queen down in there and they'll go much faster.
She's probably up in here somewhere. The word and message may not have gotten to her. Oh, there she is. There's the queen right there.
I see her. I see her.
She's making her way down. Look at her. Look at her go. Come on down here, little. I won't touch her. I'll just let her go on down. Well, maybe I'll give her a nudge.
Give her a nudge.
She's mated too. Look at her abdomen. All right. So come on down, little. Come on down, Queenie. Come on down. She's right there. Where'd she go? She went down that way. I lost her.
She's up in the cluster.
She's. Hold that out of the way. There's a couple of girls aren't happy at the moment.
No,
I lost her.
She's up in the cluster.
Yeah, I want her to come down. All right, I'm not going to poke them. They're coming down on their own. They're coming down on their own and just fine.
Cool.
Wow.
And to think I was in the middle of all
I know. They were all swarming around your
they
head.
were just everywhere, and they landed on me, and I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
I'm like, this is... And I knew it had to have been a swarm because it's exactly the same behavior they did 2 days ago.
Yeah, I was so wrong on that. I thought it was just a mating.
Mark that on the calendar, folks. She was wrong.
That's
our little inside joke.
Our little inside joke. All right, so the ones that are fanning, they're marching.
Yeah,
I don't know where Queenie went to.
She's down in that cluster somewhere.
Yeah, she won't be inside. She's got to be on the outside edge of it. And they're going in. So, and these are breaking up too. These are starting to move a bit. These are starting to move a bit. Wow.
They're moving down.
They're marching. They're all coming down. See them all headed down?
Shadow.
She's just sitting there just fine.
Okay. I saw the branch move, so I thought maybe she... Oh, no, she's just...
See, I don't know if there's ever been a swarm catch like this, because every time we saw a video, everybody's always dumping it on them. And this one, I just placed it here and let the
it's easier
swarm touch it, and they're all going down. Little girl.
She's like, I'm just checking you out.
Yeah. Yeah. We've mixed up some of their honey from last year. We're getting ready to feed them because if you've noticed, a lot of the frames are
it's just a lot of pollen.
A lot of pollen, not a lot of nectar. I'm really surprised. As wet as everything's been, we haven't had.
It's been too wet for the nectar flow.
I don't know, or if it's too early or what. All I know is this: we need to feed them. We got too many bees, and we're going to feed them back their own honey.
Yep.
And for those of you who made comment last year about it not being organic because of this or that, because I was feeding sugar, we use organic cane sugar if we're going to mix it when we don't have anything else to feed.
Right.
Otherwise,
it's their own honey.
We give them back their own honey that they got. They're coming in, but they're not coming in that fast. And I think that's
because the queen is still up in there somewhere.
Probably because she's still up there. Let's put this down here. I'm gonna hold this down here. Go down there. Do your march. Get down there. Get the word out. You got a home, ladies.
It's because she's still up in there somewhere.
Do it close up.
Oh, get my head out of there.
Yeah. But look how calm this is. They're getting down in there. All right. What we want is the queen. Once the queen's in there, she's going to be the driver of the pheromones. What? Did you see her?
I thought I saw her, and you moved the...
Where at?
Oh, no.
Well, we did see her. They're going down in there. They're going down in there. And there's some drones. See, there's a drone. And those are all the worker girls. Go on, little girl. I know you're warning me off. But I love you, and you're going to love me because I'm going to provide a nice condominium for you. And then I'm going to provide a mansion. All right. Whew, that's heavy. I'm going to tell you what, that branch is heavy. Now, I could accelerate this by giving it a quick shake, and they'd all go down in.
Yeah, the queen would probably go down.
Then the queen would be going down in. Look at them. All of them in there. Holy moly. There are so many, and they're all over in the frames. They're moving around, checking it out. Well, it ain't quite the march like we've seen when they hit the ground from somebody else dumping them. But they are moving in there, and they are fanning. You can see all of these girls right here fanning. While we pause it a little bit, since we don't have a whole lot of battery. Oh, and there is a girl right there on the camera. Pause it, and we're just going to leave them be. And we're going to leave the bees be, and we're going to let them do their thing. And
we'll check on them.
We'll come back in here, come back and check in a little bit. So we're getting our lunch, and I'm noticing something. There's still, some of them have moved down here, but it's not like they've said, okay, time to go fully. So I'm not sure. I think we're still waiting on a queen signal. The queen to signal, okay, we found a home. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and set these bees down in there. I'm going to push you down. Push you down. Come on, queen. Get down in there. Get down in there. The reason being, oh, somebody's not happy. She hit me in the head. A reason being is I'm thinking the queen needs to give off the signal, and she hasn't given off the signal. There we go. Y'all go down in there. So I'm going to accelerate things just a little bit. So I'm not sure where Queenie is, but because they're still wanting to clump, now I've got the mass in there. I'm going to bet that there's a chance that I've got her in there. They haven't started the fanning again in full stroke. So with the last swarm that we captured, you could remember you saw them all fanning. But see, there's a lot of girls coming back. All these girls were probably out looking for a place to go. And my concern was, if the queen hadn't signaled, hey, we're here. See, you see how that one's fanning right there? And then now they're starting to fan. See, all these girls that are flying here, if the queen hadn't signaled, hey, this is it, you know, it's a potential that because I've been so gentle with them here, that the queen hadn't gotten clued into, hey, here we are, and given off that signal, and somewhere along the line they may have decided to take off and go. There's still a bunch of them up in here. Let's move them down gently here. There we go. Because what we need is the queen to go in. If the queen goes in, then I know it's all set. So, you know, maybe shaking the bees and getting the queen because that's what Dave over at Barnyard Bees does. So he tries to find the queen and put her in there so that they know that's where they want to go. And I think that's why they hadn't all quite gone there yet. Let's see if what I did, even though gently knocking them over, let's see if that isn't enough to somehow or another, maybe we got the queen in there. Because 2 days ago when we did that, I think it was absolute luck that she came down and found her way into that nuke box that was directly under her. It was kind of like, oh, hey, here it is. So, all right. So I wanted to take a little bit more aggressive, and I say that in quotes, move to try and get them to move in here. I think we may be there. We'll pause again, and we'll check back in after we finish our sandwiches and see if that in it. When I see these girls coming back and doing the tail wag, I was like, wait a second, don't be telling them girls to go somewhere else, you know, because that could have been what was happening. I think we're good. We'll be back in a bit. Beady! You're not going with me. She likes to go on rides. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. Here's the nuke box. They're all in there. And believe it or not, I made a phone call to one of the local bee group members, and she said we lost all ours, and a whole lot of people in the bee club lost all their bees Why is it that they're losing their bees and we're making them? I don't know. Y'all figure that one out. Anyway, I've got them in here, and I talked to her on the phone, and she said she's got a new box that a guy that I know that followed me on building the long boxes, who's done really well because he and I have been talking about it. She needs bees. I'm delivering this like that. So there's $120 that I can use because I could stand it. And there you go. So, wow. Why would you go to a job where you punch a clock? I just don't get it. So the girls are in there. I'm out of here. I have to go deliver a nuke. Y'all take care. It's been fun. Catch you soon.